Hi, Seth. What did you place? Where? And congrats on your first one.
Hey, thank you. Placed 21st out of top 32 in Tulsa, 258 people. I was actually running Swordsoul, kind of the best deck right now.
Oh,
At
yeah?
least top three.
Okay,
Yeah, top three.
All right. Well, let's see what your profile is.
Well, to start off, I got standard. Well, most people are running 3. I find 2 to be just fine. It's
Just running the 2 Ecclesia.
Virtuous Ecclesia. Yep, I think 2 is just fine. No one wants to really interact with her. Standard 3 Moye,
Yeah.
3 Long Young, and 2 Tai. I've seen some people run 3. I think 2 is just fine, just as well as Ecclesia.
Yeah.
Got plenty of Tenyis, other things. I'm running at 42, so I had tight space. There was no more names I really needed other than that.
Okay.
So that's standard for
Just throw it away.
that.
Right in the trash.
Then as far as Tenyis, I got 3 Ashina.
Yeah, arguably stupidly good, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah, best one, my favorite one.
I think
Vishuddha.
Vishuddha's my
Oh
favorite.
yeah. Actually, the night before, I was wanting to do 3. I've seen a lot of people running 3. It didn't come up for me, so I lucked out.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of Flunderese players, so it was kind of slow. I just had to interact at the right time and keep the established board state. Oh yeah, and I like the Shatana. Shatana's broke. I think hitting the blackout on the monk and getting 3 pops will definitely save you to live another turn and then hopefully pop off from there.
All right. So you didn't miss the third Adhara?
No, it didn't come up. Very fortunate for me. It has come up a couple times. I've played this deck. I've only played it for about 3 months, but out of that, I'd say it's only came up
Just a handful.
a handful of times. I got 2 Bell, 2 Ash. This one was a real kicker. Droll in the main.
Yeah.
I figured I'd see a lot of Flunderese, and I really wanted to stop them early. So the Droll was definitely exchanged for the Veiler. I'm doing the Imperm, which I also thought at 3, but I figured I got the She-Shell. Hopefully it'll pull through. And instead of having the Imperm Veiler, I just ran the 2 Bell and 2 Crow. Despia matchup. And I mean, even Striker being popular right now, I just figured it was a better route. And this actually came up for me. I played 4 Flunderese matches within the first 6 rounds. Droll really helped, and then my 2 Imperm. Those were all my
All
hand
your hand
traps.
traps?
Yeah.
Lots of 2 ofs. Did you feel like
Yeah,
you needed 3 ofs for anything, or did you
For
just
sure,
prefer the 2 ofs?
for sure. I just like having more flavor, so I think 2 of kind of creates that space for more flavor. But you know, seeing 2 Imperm in one hand could definitely stop a board. So I wouldn't go against doing 3 ofs, especially an Imperm and Ash. But outside of that, I think 2s are the right ratio, or at least my favorite ratio. I got 4. The core of spells and traps. I do 2 blackout. It just comes up too often. You know, they want to hit the Moye. It's game 1. I can still bring out Long Young, use that token to synchro with the Moye and still try to get a beefy board game 1. Then obviously 3 emergence, 1 summit. I've seen some people not play the summit. It's just nice to have, especially, you know, target a She-Shao, get She-Shao back, and get lethal.
Any times that you wish you did not play the summit?
Just like having 3 at horror, a handful of times. I like the summit too much to. It's very techish, just like Shaman. You know, I thought about not playing Shaman, and it's just it comes up and it could be very crucial. So
Okay.
I mean, obviously 2 desires. It's only at 2. I'd run 3, and then everyone gives me crap about 2 Vessel, but I think 2 Vessel. You don't want to see it too much. I mean, if you have a Tenyi hand and you happen to see all you need is 1. great. You know, you got a Tenyi graveyard, you draw into one, it's gonna end up growing real fast. So I think 2 is fine. 3 could be too much of a brick, but I mean, when you have it, you have it. It's nice, and when you don't, it's what it is. Heavenly Dragon Circle, real good card. I think 2 is good on that just as well. I don't see any reason to have more.
Did you test it with 3-ups for either of those 2, or did you?
Yes. Actually, was running 3-up for the first month and a half, and I kept asking everybody why, and they say it's broke, and I agree. It's just I don't want to see it, open hand, 2 in the hand. You're like, oh crap. Then still one of the brokest cards in the game, Called by the Grave. I want it. I mean, you gotta have it. You gotta have it.
Fair enough.
And then as far as extra deck.
Gotta get those tokens out of the way.
Oh yeah, I got my 3 little nice little Starlight tokens. Extra deck, 3 Monk. I was gonna do without one of them, but it definitely came up. I actually lost the game because I sacked the 1 too early, and it cost me against Flunderies. I then had kept the Shaman. That was a hard thing to do because I wanted one of these to be Dragite for a different reason. I had 3 flexible slots, and these were definitely contenders. Then 2 Shishao. 1 Chingling, big boy, and then this Longian. I don't even know how to say his first one. But I mean, he didn't really come up. I think I played him once and past turn because they were under, 1,000 life points. Just as soon as a special summon or activated spell trap, they were going to be dead. So I went ahead and made him 1 time out of my 9 rounds. It did come up, just not enough. I mean,
a little too situational. You had that as Dragite instead?
It's definitely a possibility. I could say he could be an open slot, at least where the format is right now. I don't think he's that important, but the burn is nice, especially on certain matchups. Like Despia, I figured I'd use him, but I got fortunate and did not see a single Despia matchup, just had to suffer through Flunderies. I got 1 Yazi, 2 Boxia. Gotta love Boxia. Boxia's broke. I actually got to make Yazi and do the nice Yazi play my buddy showed me. Oh, Jonathan. He sat there and made the Baron pop the Yazi and popped off from there, and that happened. So it was pretty nice to do so. Xiaofeng definitely comes up. It's real matchup oriented. Nibiru's not being played a lot right now, but Nibiru, Valor, it'll stop those. And then they're running a heavy light deck. I could just make it and watch them squirm.
Fair enough.
Obviously, Berserker. Gotta have them. Baron, definitely 2. Great level 8, great 10. They were played a whole lot during that time. This one I probably won't play again. I'll trade it back out for Dragite. Crimson Blader. Crimson Blader, I was hoping more for Despia, even, mirror match or anything like that. Imperm, hit the Luber, and then watch them squirm. But I probably should have kept the Dragite. Too many spells I had to let go because I didn't have any way to interact with them. So it would have definitely been the Crimson Blader tagged out for Dragite is a main change I would have made.
Okay.
If Crimson Blader was more relevant, maybe it would have been the other level 10 Swordsoul or Monk or Shaman, but definitely Dragite over Crimson Blader right now. I think it's the way to go. And as far as my side, it's also kind of weird ratios, but I like the flavor. I got 2 Lightning Storms. I mean, you already know Lightning Storms broke. 2 Nibirus. Now, my thought on Nibiru is Salad's getting real important right now. I could sit there, hurt their board, anything that kind of floods the board and spams and gets out there real fast, I'll stop. Or even the mirror match, because the nib's not being played a lot.
Yeah.
I figured keeping them in the side was kind of important. 3 cyclones. I just don't think the discard for the twin twisters is worth it. I'd rather lose 1,000 attack and 1,000 life points.
Yeah.
And go ahead and push for game. Get rid of a problem card, especially with that Therion field spell or.
Yeah, Disco Elysium's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. I was watching a lot of people were actually picking up on Dark Ruler No More. It saved me a couple times. Let me play through a whole board. They'll end with 1 or 2 cards in hand, and then I just keep the game in my favor and kill them next turn. My big thing was I was thinking 3 of these, but I went ahead and changed them out. That way I had room for 2 anti-spell. Just really good right now. It hurt me a little bit, but not enough to really change any games. I'll definitely leave it in my side this format. 3-dimensional barriers, because it's dimensional barriers, just really good. Especially Despia, Mirror Match. Anything that doesn't really involve tribute summoning and link summons, broke card, real broke card. And the last card, my one of, was Red Reboot. It was this or Harpy's Feather Duster. I think Red Reboot was the right move. It got me out of a tough situation twice with 2 separate Thunderies players.
Oh yeah, that counter trap can be brutal.
Oh yeah, they weren't playing on my turn. One of them I got the game. The other one I messed up sacking that monk, so I couldn't prevail out of that. So I'll definitely leave Red Reboot. I was not a believer, but after
seeing
this regional, I definitely believe in Red Reboot. Especially if you could set it. If I got to play it from the hand, I'll lose those life points.
Yeah.
But if I could set it, it's free.
Well, how do you feel about it?
I feel pretty good. Hey,
pretty good?
Yep.
First invite?
First invite. I'll definitely have to keep testing my luck. I'll be playing Swordsoul a little bit longer. I think it's a great deck, especially right now. Like I said, I'm a firm believer in it being top 3. So.
All right. Well, we hope to see you around some more, get some more invites out of you.
Yep, I'm hoping
and,
so.
Good luck, and thanks for the profile.
Thank you to P&M Gaming.
Yeah.